We're watching we were watching Behind the Bastards, and they were talking about the bastards behind reality TV, and all I could think about was Vanilla Ice on This Is Real Life. You know? Oh my god,
Vanilla
yeah.
ice.
I remember Vanilla Ice. He's almost as scary as the shark from Jaws. Listen, welcome to Demon Toast, the podcast of Death Wish Poetry Magazine. We cover gothic and horrific literature. Not, we're not doing anything gothic today, but I'm your
No, we're
host, King
doing fun.
Loki. Well, yeah. I'm your host, King Loki. I'm the editor of Death Wish Poetry Magazine, and well, this is our show. With me are my co-hosts, Marissa, Ericka, and Mike. Poets, artists, and generally pretty rad people and good friends.
Hello.
We're we're here to talk about Jaws, the immortal Steven Spielberg classic. I think it might have been his. It was not his first movie. That was a Duel, I believe. But yeah, it is summer, and we're all thinking about the beach. I've got
Mhm.
Chomper here. My
Hmm.
little toy shark. If you're watching this on YouTube, you could see me play with my toys. I also have Skybite. He's a Decepticon shark that is also a poet.
Uh,
No,
Okay.
no explanation needed.
Hmm.
We love a
No notes.
multifaceted fish.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so I Jaws is incredible. I haven't watched it in years, and I was stricken by how perfect the pacing is. Every scene is engaging and leads into the other one. You know what I mean? There's not any fat in this movie. It introduces
Hmm.
its characters with ruthless efficiency, much like a shark feeding.
Hmm.
Something else I noticed is that the characters they're kind of archetypal. They're very similar to the characters from Jurassic Park. Did anyone else
Mm,
notice that? Like you got your Muldoon in Quinn, you got Chief Brody
yeah.
who's a lot like Grant, and then you got your expert who's he's not as cynical as Malcolm, but he fills the same role for the most part, and creating
True.
tension and doling out information. you know, very Crichton way, right?
I was saying before you came back on air that Luca sadly cannot join us today, but I'll do my best to channel some of his unhingedness on his behalf.
Yeah, someone's got to do it. I'm not lacking enough.
Yeah. So I only watched Jaws for the first time maybe less than 5 years ago. I hadn't seen it growing up. I think I remember seeing like a clip from Jaws 2 or 3 like on TV at my grandfather's house because he just had it on or something. And I was like, oh, okay, that doesn't make me want to go to the beach. But like you were saying, it is actually holds up. Like obviously the practical effects you can, it still looks
they're,
kind of
they're
campy,
unmatched. Yeah.
but like all things considered, like it's not bad. It's it's a very interesting time in that regard, and I think it's more or less common knowledge that the shark, which we confirmed, was nicknamed Bruce
Hmm.
after Spielberg's lawyer.
Yes,
Very
after
true.
Spielberg's
I
lawyer.
feel like there's
Yep.
commentary on that too, or
It didn't work half the time. Like I know George Lucas was on
Hmm.
set fucking around because they were they're best friends, and Lucas is like, "Wow, this is great." He sticks his head in the in Bruce's mouth, and they couldn't
Yep.
get it to open.
Yep. I was telling them that when I was a child, because Massachusetts, home of the where Jaws was filmed, they always did a bunch of different Jaws stuff. We had Boston Science Museum did a thing about how it didn't work and how they did manage to get it to work. And we actually got to see it like hanging up. It was
Oh,
pretty
by the
fun.
way, you're from New Bedford, right? That's where Melville is from? Did you know that?
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm very well aware. Walk down any downtown city street and you will see at least six signs that say whale, Moby Dick, Melville. It's everywhere.
I was very disappointed because I haven't seen this in a few years, and I was like remembering the movie, and I'm like, oh, they chased Jaws for 3 days, just like Moby Dick, but they
Hmm.
actually don't. It's only 2 days.
Nope, it's only 2 days, but like they're out there on that boat for a while.
It's incredible.
there's
Yeah.
and I didn't watch it over the past few days, like I said I would, but like I've seen it twice already this summer, so I'm like, it's just like in the roster of movies for the summer.
Jaws. Yeah.
But obviously with the malfunctioning shark, they couldn't use it as much. But honestly, I think that probably makes it better.
Mm-hmm.
That it's more of a like looming ominous presence that you can't really see, and I think that speaks more to the cinematography, the power of that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I will say the post COVID pandemic, it is real rough to watch this and the push for like, well, we gotta keep our things open or else or the town will suffer. What about the tourism or whatever? I'm like,
Yep.
So funny. Um,
ugh.
yeah, when you
Too real.
finally see that shark, it's awesome because it's built up so well, you know.
Hmm.
I want to
Mm-hmm.
say also, so Brody gets kind of obsessed with it. He's the chief of police, and he feels responsible for the little boy that died, and he can't stop reading about sharks. And there's this great part where he's looking through a book, and has these
Hmm.
old illustrations of shark attacks, and they're bloody and gruesome. And it made me think about how nowadays they don't even do Google searches on computer. They don't go to libraries anymore in movies. They don't even do Bing searches like an Amazing Spider-Man. They go to
Mm-hmm.
Reddit now. Like in Obsession, he goes to Reddit and punches in "Is the wishing willow real?" And it's like people saying yes, and he just closes his computer. Research done. So in this movie, going back to like the 70s, and he's looking at like a book and he's turning the pages and you see the pictures. It's very evocative in a way that
Mm-hmm.
modern movies kind of lost. You know, like in Bagul, in Sinister, he calls an expert on Skype, and he's like, and the expert's like,
Right.
"Oh, wait, you got a Bagul? Oh, okay."
Hmm.
It's not creepy. There's no buildup. It's not interesting. You know.
Hmm.
Right. I did notice specifically with the scene with the little boy where
Yeah.
he gets grabbed off the float. You see him get pulled off the float, right? But then the float washes up on shore all torn apart when it like
Yeah.
popped out from under him in the beginning. I was like,
Wait, are you saying that, dude? Steven Spielberg is a fucking hack. We should have seen Disclosure Day coming from a mile away, man. Fucking what a fraud. Nah, that's a fun continuity error. I like that. That's cute.
yeah, I noticed it and I was like, wait a second. I never noticed this before this watch.
It is funny though, like coming from or living in New Hampshire, I'm familiar with the Mass accent and whatnot, but it's very inconsistent throughout the movie. But like when it comes up, they like lean into it hard, like that poor schmuck who gets eaten in the what do they call it, the pond. It's like, hey
Hmm.
fellas, pull it in. There's a shark about or something.
I love the guy who
Dead
feeds
boy.
the pot roast to the shark, and he's like, "Yeah, it's my wife's pot roast." I called that the pot roast kill.
Hmm.
I was like, your wife is going to kill you too. You just
Well, I
Yep.
guess he doesn't die. He gets away,
yeah.
but the pot roast is sadly lost. It's very sad.
Yes.
That is
We don't see him
strangely funny
after
to see
that,
the doc
though, so
just
there's a good chance his wife did get him over that
Maybe
roast.
his wife is the
Yes.
shark.
it is funny
Uh,
just to see the doc just turn back around and like following him though. It's just like
Hmm.
Wonderful.
it wasn't the shark, it
Yes.
was the doc that got
I
me.
mean, it
Yes.
was the ghost of the duck. So, speaking of the shark not being in the movie very much, there's this awesome robot chicken bit where Spielberg is like, "Yeah, CGI technology has allowed us to really get into the character of the shark as we release Jaws, the special edition." And you see them shoot like a harpoon at the shark, and he's like, "You missed me, you douchebags!" He's like running around on the beach with a chainsaw, and then you see that scene where they're having the town meeting on what to do about the shark, and you see the shark in like a wig, going like, "I say we let him go." I'll run a short clip of it here. We'll probably get content struck. Who cares?
$10,000 for me by myself. For that, you get the head, the tail, the whole damn thing. I say we let him go! Get out of the water!
Jaws the Special Edition features over 100 altered scenes.
There he is, Chief! Throw it! Throw it!
You'll actually get a feel for the shark's personality.
You missed me, you dried up douchebags! Ah, my tibia!
Making fun of Lucas, of course, with the fucking Star Wars. Yeah.
There's yeah, again, that town meeting, especially after I think it's after they find the girl's body. That's when it's all they're like, well, we can't possibly close the beaches for 24 hours. That's like a month. It feels like a month or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's such a classic plot that I've seen it used like Widow's Bay recently was very similar because they're desperate. They want to be the new Cape Cod or whatever, and there's a horrible Cthulhu curse, and the mayor's like, oh well, who cares?
Nope.
It
But
happens.
also at that time
Right.
point, it was real though. Like,
Well,
especially for an island.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like, you're a little tiny island in the middle of the ocean. People don't want to go there when it's cold.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, unlike Jaws, where it's this like beautiful. I like that it's called Amity. I kept thinking of the Amityville Horror, which was another '70s
I
horror
know,
movie.
yes,
Like,
Mhm.
yes. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't just make it actual Martha's Vineyard, but then I was also like, it's probably because people might think it's real.
it's not just that. It's a novel, and they were adapting the novel, and the novel writer was already pissed off about this movie because they changed his ending, which sounds kind of lame, honestly.
Mm.
From what I've heard, the novel also had some weird bullshit like oh my god, why can't I think of the shark guy's name?
Quinn.
Yes.
Oh,
No.
you mean
Not Quint, that Hooper.
The
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
Hooper.
yeah.
The sassy
Hooper's
one.
having an affair
Hooper.
with Brody's wife, and the
Oh
mayor has like ties to the dog or
no,
something. That's why he's keeping it open too.
no!
He's gotta like it's
That's crazy.
That ruins the character.
exactly. I'm like,
No,
I'm not mad about that not making it in the movie.
right?
Yeah, get out of here with that. He's awesome. He's so wholesome and silly.
Also, speaking as a New Hampshireite, the scene where they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go hunt the shark," just all these bozos out on their boats. I'm like, yeah, I can picture that.
Yeah,
I can see that. Dropping straight up like sticks of dynamite. There's like a random dog just on the prow of like one
was
of the
very
little boats.
cute.
I'm like,
He was
oh,
a
why
good
is he
one.
out there? What are we doing?
By the way, I've transformed
Yeah.
Skybite. As you can see, his tail is like a cannon or something. There's the shark head.
That's
Yeah.
neat.
He's
There's
ready
a
to
shark
recite
head as his
poetry.
butt.
Yes, shark has his butt. Yeah, it's funny. The Decepticons are like, yeah, he turns into a shark and he talks and his words all rhyme. I don't know what his problem is. He's so weird. Like,
So he's like the Etrigan of
And
the
he's got a dump truck.
yeah, he's like Etrigan. He
Yeah.
does have a dump truck. He's very sexy. Many Transformers are pretty hot. Not gonna lie, It's also a homonormative society, which is pretty because they're mostly just males and they have romantic relationships with each other. Yeah,
We
but
love gay robots.
More
Stuff
gay
like that.
robots.
More gay robots.
Jaws was a gay robot. I'm just kidding.
I have to say, I think one of my favorite like friendships in this movie though is straight up Hooper and Brody. Like immediately Brody's been having the worst time with all this shark business. This privileged college guy shows up just like, I'm a weirdo. I love my shark. See,
Mhm.
like the dinner scene, and then it's like, yeah, we're gonna get drunk and then cut open a shark to see
That
if
scene
this
is
the right
amazing. That's classic
Mhm.
Spielberg shit. Ericka, you were talking earlier about when he shows up and he just takes. He's like, "Is anyone eating this?" He takes Brody's plate and just starts eating it.
Yeah, just so out of pocket. That was definitely the moment I was like, this is my favorite character. I like whatever is wrong with him.
Spielberg is amazing at that stuff. Like Indiana Jones 4 is terrible, but there's that incredible scene in the diner where like,
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf steals a beer and then while they're talking Harrison Ford puts it back. Like he's so good at those little character interactions, even at his worst,
Mhm.
Yeah, and he
Anytime
like
someone brings up Shia LaBeouf, all I can think of is actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
I think about when he put up like some Black Lives Matter flag or something, and 4chan found it, and there was just a live stream of them taking it down and putting up the Pee-Pee the Frog flag. Like,
Not surprised.
It's such a
child
weird
abuse.
time. I do also love that Brody's like, oh, we've got the wine. It's like that scene from Clue. Is like, do you want to drink it? Just kind of pours it all around. Except
He's
him,
like, "Oh, you gotta let that breathe." All right. He's
just
like,
a full glass. He's like, all right.
the thing about Brody
You're
though,
just two guys.
the thing about Brody and Quinn is that, and Hooper is that Hooper's the only one who takes the shark thing seriously. Like the mayor doesn't give a fuck. Like, you have all these bozos out there trying to find it. And Quinn is like, yeah, Quinn. Hooper is like, yeah, this is like dangerous. Like, this is probably a great white. Like, look at the bite radius, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's that scene where a bunch of idiots catch a shark and they're like, yeah, we got it, son, you know? And everyone's like, yay. And Hooper's like there measuring the mouth.
Yep. They're just like, can you get out of the picture? You're in the way.
They
Can
call
you
him
like,
young man or boy. It's like,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a man eater. You try putting your head inside there or whatever.
Right? He's just got like his whole head in there, and he's like, eh.
And I will say, are we in agreement that Brody didn't deserve all the shit that he got, though, especially from
mom.
the mom? Yeah.
The mom
It's
of
like, you kept the beaches open, even though it's like, that wasn't his call.
He was trying to close them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
In
sad.
that same vein, is it out of pocket for me to say that Quint deserved what he got? Low-key.
Quinch
You
was
know-
not my favorite.
So,
I feel like a lot of what happened on that boat was pretty avoidable, especially with him redlining it.
Yeah.
He burnt that out.
He's
on
like
purpose.
Ahab. He's like Ahab. He's just determined and he doesn't care. There's that incredible line in Moby Dick where, like, I forget which guy. It might have been Starbuck. He's like, Captain, you're gonna take us all to the bottom of the sea, and that's what Quint. He's like, you literally see the engine overheating and smoke coming out. He kills the
Boat's
boat.
practically sinking. Yeah.
He breaks the
Yeah.
radio. Like, the only thing
That was
I'll give him-
crazy. I forgot about that scene. He's trying to call
Yeah.
the
I was
Coast Guard.
low-key waiting for Brody to just take that bat and right on his forehead. Not hard, just why would you do that?
The amount
See,
of
the
times
first time
Brody
I
should've-
saw it, I thought he might whack Brody upside the head with the bat, but then they just had the weird standoff, and I was like, okay, all right, nobody dies. But, like, obviously it's a horror movie, right? So I'm like, somebody's gonna
Mhm.
die. Anything
Honestly,
is possible.
If I wanted Brody to hit anyone, I was really hoping it was going to be the mayor after that.
Well,
The
he
other
was a
fatal
Mhm.
attack when he's going like, yeah, you know, like we could make it work in August, and he's mumbling. He's like, yeah, my kids were on that beach too. Is like,
he's exactly like Hammond. Like, he's so pathetic. Well, no, I'm sorry. Hammond in the movie is a nice guy. I'm thinking of Hammond in the book from
oh
Jurassic
yeah,
Park.
Hammond in the book for
He's
Jurassic
a
Park
monster. They're
rocks.
like, sir, your grandkids are out there. He's like, I don't give a fuck. That T-Rex is a $12 million animal. It's very valuable. Like,
you know, another like capitalist nightmare I was just watching was Aliens. So it's again the theme just continues on and on. In space,
Yeah.
the only thing worse than a xenomorph is capitalism.
that's the thing about movies from the 70s. They are unrepentant. They have gore effects that, like, you don't get in, like, the 80s, you know?
Mhm.
Like, 70s movies,
I was hoping to see a little more of like the aftermath of some of the shark attacks because the
Mhm.
graphics were so well done. I loved the practical effects, like seeing the torn up arms and stuff. Show me that body half. I want to see the half of a body too.
see, the thing is that, like, I feel like less is more sometimes. Like, when they find the girl, and, like, it's just a mass of seaweed and guts, and one
Mhm.
still lifeless hand sticking out. That's creepy. That's upsetting. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
no.
yeah.
I think that was great, but having her on the autopsy table, I think I would have liked a clearer shot.
Yeah. Can't really disagree, but I mean, you know, we're coming off of like decades of like.
I mean, so there's two things that I think Marissa was talking earlier about how, like, I can't believe I thought this was scary. There are two
No.
things that still give me a jump scare. It's with Hooper diving down in to see the boat at night, and the head pops out. It just
Yes.
it lingers there for a moment. And I was like, whoa!
That was the only scene that gets me every time.
It's awesome.
And that scene did get me when Lloyd and I rewatched this because I jumped and he
I
went,
forgot about it. Yeah.
"Did you just get scared?" And I was
the
like,
second
"Ugh."
scene, and it's not even so much a jump scare anymore because now I expect it, but just when we finally truly see Bruce for the first time, and it's like,
Mhm.
Chum, why don't you come down and chum? You just see the shark and just the
Yep.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Was that yeah, because like Brody gets too close to the water and it comes out and almost bites his head off, and he's like,
Mm-hmm.
And
it's great.
God love Hooper just being like, Brody, get on the get out there. It's like, I need you in the shot. Why? It's like, I need you for size reference or whatever he says. He's like,
Yep.
no.
I don't wanna. I mean, would you?
It's only an island if you look at it from the water.
Let's see.
Fair enough.
I think there's 5 kills, right? Oh no, there's 6. Well, I guess he gets Quinn. So
Does the dog count? Because we don't see the dog die, but they definitely.
Yeah.
Do they? Is the dog implied?
Yeah, because the dog's in the water and the little kid's throwing the stick, and then he starts calling for the dog, and then that's when we cut to the
right.
kid on the yellow floaty. So, like, they don't show the dog die, but the
Bruce
dog
is
is
bastard.
gone.
I hate Bruce now. What a fucking asshole.
I will say one scene, like we were saying, Quint kind of got what was coming to him, very Ahab style. The
Yes.
one scene where my like for Hooper and my dislike for Quint switch places is after they initially lose Bruce, I think, or they think they've got him, and Hooper's being like, it's definitely not a shark. It's a, or probably a marlin or something. And he smashes back, and it's like, but yeah, don't tell me what I know. It's like, it doesn't prove anything. Well, it does prove one thing. You college boys don't know when to admit you're wrong or something like that. It's
Yeah,
like,
you don't know enough to. Yeah, exactly.
but then
Because-
just Hooper doing the like faces behind him, like.
Well, because he's like it tore this like heavy duty industrial piano wire, and he's like, that doesn't prove a damn thing. And I'm like, what do you think it was, Godzilla? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, that would have
Loch
to be a
Ness monster.
yeah. It's Nessie. It's Nessie, the harmless Loch Ness monster. You know, like.
I feel like I need to say just again in absentia for Luca. If Luca was here, I'm sure he'd be talking about how Hooper and Quint were secretly just pounding away, and Brody was totally unaware of their definitely forbidden love happening on the boat.
Enemies to lovers, slow burn.
Is it enemies to lovers, or is it enemies to lovers to enemies again?
That part. We have to come full circle.
Like you realize
Frenemies.
the crazy is attractive, and you're into the crazy, but then you realize the crazy is too much, and now you gotta deal with it.
You get it.
Another
You get it.
good scene is just the random drinking on the boat, and they're comparing scars and
Well, that's one of the standout scenes for me. Like, I live for that scene every time I watch this movie. And funnily enough, did anyone see Jurassic World, whatever the fuck they called the last one?
Rebirth.
Yes, did anyone see that?
Yeah.
Again,
There's
not
this-
good, but
did,
yes, I did see
There was a
Unfortunately.
cringe scene where Marshala Ali and I don't remember the lady. I get people's faces and names
Scarlett
mixed up, so-
Johansson.
Was it Scarlett?
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson in the
I
last
would have
one.
remembered her. Okay. Anyway, clearly not. Scarlett and Marshala Ali are sitting there, and they're talking. Oh yeah, I was a mercenary. Here's my wound, and she's like, "Yeah, man, me too. I got one here." And I'm like, "What is going on? This is so boring. This is terrible." And then it hit me. They think they're making Jaws.
Yeah.
That movie. Sucked.
The abject horror on your face is great.
I was horrified. I like bad writing in these fucking Jurassic World movies. I expect, but like the fucking hubris. Like
They're
you're not even
till
Joe
it's
Johnston. You're no
Yeah.
one making this terrible fucking Jurassic Park sequel.
Yeah,
Well-
that's a whole nother can of worms.
Yeah, that's another episode. We can't go into that here. But speaking of Spielberg, yeah. What did I want to say? Oh yeah. So I think it's funny that Jaws got like 4 fucking sequels. Did you guys know that Jaws almost got a spoof movie? They were gonna have all the actors back. It was gonna be called Jaws 3: Human Zero. Spielberg heard about this and he said, "You make that motherfucking movie, I am never shooting another movie on your back lot." So I guess Jaws 3 and 4 were fine, you know.
Like, my first thought when you said they made a spoof movie, I was like,
They almost did.
was it not Piranha? I just assumed Piranha was like just a ripoff
So that
of
was
Jaws.
Corman. That movie is legendary. Now I prefer Piranha Double D. I would show a scene of it here, but it's too hot for YouTube, sadly. Danielle Panabaker's in it. I don't think she has double D's, but she's okay, you know.
I do. Oh God, I remember seeing that.
On the Flash, you know.
It's like,
Danielle
is
Panabaker.
this the
That's
part
my
where we talk about our
teenage
bad
years.
shark movies? What we brought for show and tell.
Yeah, I've got Orca. It's the charming story of a man who pulls up an orca, and it turns out it's an orca mommy, and he's like hanging it over his boat, and he cuts her open, and the babies fall out, and you see her mate in the water like watching, like it's crying, but then it vows revenge. Like it flips his boat over later. It keeps escalating. People are hunting the orca, and then the orca takes out the docks that hold up the whole town, and it all sinks into the water. It's fucking crazy. It's called a Jaws knockoff. It was derived.
Right.
It
They
sounds
absolutely
great.
will do all of that stuff too. They're highly
Have you guys seen
intelligent.
the video of? I think I literally just saw it yesterday of the orca that exploded a sunfish.
Yes.
Yeah, it just like rammed it,
Yes.
and then the next thing,
Slammed into it,
there's
yeah.
no sunfish. There's just debris everywhere. And you're like, what the?
My
To be
God.
fair, sunfish do kind of suck. They are kind of like the punching bag of the ocean. But I
Aren't
was
they
like,
so
oh,
pointless
okay,
aren't they so pointless that like things take bites out of them and they just keep swimming? Like,
yeah. It's the
Sometimes.
Mood, my spirit animal.
yeah. Just keep swimming.
This is fine.
I gotta work.
There was
Okay,
also
blah,
a
blah,
video of a dolphin playing ball with a pufferfish.
blah.
Oh
I
yeah.
was just about to say, if there's not a Jaws knockoff about bottlenose dolphins, I would like for there to be one. Those things are objectively evil.
You know,
They
it's
can
funny.
be.
Dolphins are evil.
Yeah, they're cute, and you see them swimming on their backs when you go whale watching. Like, I don't know. Listen, I came with all these notes about like the horror of the ocean and how like the first scene is like, that girl skinny dipping in the ocean, and you see her slender body, she's silhouetted, and it's very atmospheric and lovely. And you're like, oh, that boy's gonna jump in, they're gonna have a nice moment, and then you hear the John Williams music, and it just creeps up on you. But we're talking about all these like funny things about the ocean, like the fucking sunfish, the mola fish, like dolphins and their wacky evil antics. They are assholes.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
mean, if you want to talk about the ocean, like, I think I'm more scared of the ocean than I am of space at this point. Like,
Well, there's no
I've
blue ringed
consumed enough.
octopus in space, you know.
I've consumed enough like Jaws and adjacent movies, and also Lovecraft to be like, yeah, the ocean is a place I don't want to be.
I don't want to
My
run
hands
into the
at the
great old
bottom.
ones. They might
Yeah,
be
just
down there.
just no
I
thanks.
feel like if we started exploring the ocean, got so far, turned around and said, no, let's go look at space instead, there's something down there that's not great.
Listen,
Yeah.
our
There's something
species
nefarious
left.
going on.
Listen, our
Or
ancestors left the ocean for a reason. Okay, that's all I gotta say on that.
Did they
Marissa looks like she's
all-
got something though.
I think
so I was
Cthulhu
gonna
is
just make the
napping.
point, like, there is still a lot of ocean exploration and stuff, and like
I know.
a very lively fishing economy and all of that stuff. Like, I come from generations of fishermen. That's why I'm here in New Bedford. Like, they love fishing so much that they went across the big ocean from Europe to Canada to here because ocean.
Because ocean.
Don't get me wrong, it is fascinating, but I also have a healthy terror of it as
I
well.
agree. I agree.
I think that's
I a couple weeks
justified,
ago
personally.
went
Like,
through the Bermuda Triangle and I was a
Ooh.
little bit nervous. It was fun though.
Cool.
just in case you do get stolen by the aliens underwater, you know.
I will say the second that we entered the Bermuda Triangle, all of a sudden the boat we were on started like. So I had this moment of like, oh boy.
Oh no, it's happening. Oh well.
But also,
Now
like,
that I'm older, the Bermuda Triangle is significantly less of an issue than I thought it would be when I was like 9. And that's kind of disappointing,
mhm.
honestly.
Well, that's
I feel
Just
like
like
uh,
that's another
quicksand. I have not
ocean-based
encountered enough
horror thing
quicksand.
that we're told as kids.
it's like the day I realized the Loch Ness monster was probably not real because there would need to be a breeding population of elasmosaurs that survived Chicxulub and has been down there all these like millennia, and like there's never been a body or anything. I'm just like, I guess Nessie isn't down there.
Yeah.
Very sad.
I mean,
Some of the
Oh.
magic went out of the world. You know.
If I'm showing up to show and tell right now, my bad shark movie. Because ADHD and I have trouble making decisions. I've got like two or three. I'm counting the Meg and the Meg 2 as a
Oh,
combo. The Meg 2 is
you.
objectively worse. Both are bad, but the second one is objectively worse. Like literally, the opening scene is a shark that leaps out at the beach and somehow is able to just snap a T-Rex in half, but it attacks it like it's a crocodile. Like it just kind of comes out and just comes back. I'm like, that's
Does it
not how
roll?
that works.
Does it death roll?
No, it just like the T-Rex throws back a reptile, then the Meg comes up, bites the T-Rex and just drags them back. I'm like,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know about
that's
that.
like Asylum stuff. That's
Yeah,
the
but
that's the that's the studio that makes the Sharknado shit. Like you know.
it's fun, and that is precisely what it is. I am just here to see some
Yeah.
dumb
Trash.
shit and be ridiculous and have a good time. The other one that came
mhm.
to mind though, and I haven't seen it in a little while, Deep Blue Sea.
You mean Deep Blue?
Is that what it was? It's the one with Samuel L. Jackson
Deep
And
Blue
and
that's just
Sea.
in
That's Deep
things.
Blue Sea.
yeah.
It's
So
from '99 or something like that.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, have you guys not seen that one?
I haven't seen it.
I
Really?
have.
I thought I knew it, but I
Like I
clearly
said, it is
didn't.
not
Clearly get
good.
the title right. Like you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the premise is that it's a company because it's always
Stop
a
it,
company
Apollo.
trying to find research to like help cure Alzheimer's, and they're studying sharks, but they did some illegal shit to like make their brains bigger for the protein, so that now they're smart mako sharks and a little bigger, and there's an accident, there's a storm, and basically they're managing to sink the entire like station, and they're going through the hallways. I think at one point one of the sharks winds up in LL Cool J's oven because he's the cook, and they tricks him in there. It's
That sounds
again
amazing.
ridiculous,
That
but
sounds awesome.
oh, Thomas Jane. I think that's the main guy.
I was gonna say Tommy Jane because he was in The Punisher.
Yes, that guy.
Yeah, I like him. I like
Yeah.
Tommy Jane. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna watch this movie. That sounds fucking great. You know, the funniest thing about the Meg to me, it's not anything in the movie. Well, it is, but it's not anything with the shark. Ironically, thanks Apollo. He just knocked over like my stand. Fucking. At least he's not unplugging my
Drink.
microphone. Yeah, take a drink. I yelled at Apollo.
Yeah, that's our new drinking game. Every time he yells at Apollo, says, "Oh my gosh," and "What did I do with that?"
Yeah,
Those
I'm
were
kind
like
of
our key phrases.
Yeah, it's amazing I can keep anything running. But no, my favorite part about the Meg is all the Chinese military and corporate stuff. Like it's just the
Oh,
Chinese government projecting its soft power. And it's very weird because normally it would be like an American outpost and the US Army, but no, we're at a wonderful point where China funds all our movies and like their propaganda is just there. Like I
and,
guess you don't care
and,
about communism, all right?
and
Whatever.
I'm all for like the capitalism was the villain all along, but like the second one has the like evil CEO woman just straight up say the lines like, yeah, you might say like, oh, we're plundering the ocean for these materials, and give me this like save the ocean crap, but like who cares? We'll be rich and whatnot. I'm like, this is my conspiracy theory. So the first Meg movie, you had Jason Statham
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the woman as like the main couple romantic interest, and then the second movie, she's died, I guess, and now we've got the like the brother or the uncle, whatever, he's doing his own thing as Jason Statham, and the two of them kind of like doing shenanigans with the girl running around, being like, "You guys are idiots, but I love you." And I was just wondering, because I haven't read the books, but I was wondering,
Sure, you're really
in
missing
Hollywood, go like, well, gay dads are in, gay adoptive dads. Maybe let's make them a thing. We'll get rid of the other one. We don't need that. Or maybe she went off to do better projects than the Meg 2, but playing into the algorithm, I don't know. It was a choice. It was a choice.
Did not see that one. I'm sure it's a. Is it as boring as the first one? Because that movie is like a slog to get through. It's fucking terrible. It's about the same.
I feel like you kind of get into it like almost immediately. So like,
Okay, that's good. Yeah, because they waste so much time like trying. It's like this is not a real movie. Knock it off. Stop that. No plot. Shut up.
Yeah, they've already established the world building, so they just kind of like jump into it. But now we even have like a good guy Meg, because we've got like one that was found as a pup and raised by the uncle. It's like, no, I've got our train. See, we've got a. Yeah, it's the ongoing argument. It's like, no, it's a shark. It's not trained.
Yeah, they try to make him Godzilla, where he can.
Well, maybe they were going for like Sequest vibes.
Domesticate the evil fish.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. I kind of like that, but
But anyway, that's my show and tell. Please, somebody else step up with their own.
Yeah, who's got a cool shark movie?
So Dan, I would like your 2 cents on this, because like I had said earlier, I don't have another like objectively terrible shark movie in comparison, right?
It could be a
But while
good
you were
one, but
gone,
yeah.
I had mentioned to the other two that for reasons beyond me, because I haven't seen this movie either, Jaws and Snakes on a Plane give me the same vibe.
There is kind of a build-up, but it doesn't have the same like, oh, nothing's going on.
It just, it's the energy. I don't know. Jaws made me laugh throughout all of it, basically, because this was my first time watching it.
That's awesome.
So the theme music, as soon as we saw old fishy boy pop up, immediate giggles, because it has been memeified in my brain for far too long.
Mhm.
So I guess they just exist on similar levels of,
Yeah.
this is just ridiculous and doesn't make sense.
That is so weird. Yeah, this is a generational thing because like Jaws I take dead serious. I love Jaws, Snakes on a Plane I didn't make it through. It was like one of those fake bad movies, It's like Cocaine
It
Bear.
could
Like,
also
oh,
be
look.
because she waited till adulthood to watch
Yeah,
it.
I get
Because
that.
as a child, Jaws was absolutely freaking terrifying. Like,
Did attempt to read the book
my
when I was like
first-
10.
See, my very first time ever seeing Jaws, I was very young. I think I was like 9 or 10. And we had a community pool, and you sat in the community pool in these little floaties, and they had the big, like, the inflatable projector screen, and we watched it on the projector screen in the pool. So it was terrifying because you're in the water, it's at night, it's dark, you're watching this shark movie. Yeah, like, and it's like, oh my god, I'm in the water. But like, we were in a pool, so logically I know there's no sharks.
Yeah.
But now, modern day, you can go over to Martha's Vineyard every July and watch it in the actual place that they filmed.
That's awesome.
neat.
Wait, so did they not did they not use a tank?
I don't know if they used a tank occasionally, but they were actually filming like in the water over there.
Yeah, also like those wide shots of the beach and stuff,
Yeah, all of that was actually filmed there. All of the locations were actual locations. If you go to Martha's Vineyard, they actually have a cell phone app, like self-guided tour, and then they have Jaws specific tours that you can like sign up and go take, and they like bring you around the island and tell you all kinds of stuff about the Jaws filming and the locations, and like, if you're a Jaws nerd, go to Martha's Vineyard at least once. July is really the month to go because it's that pre-Shark Week, like Jaws anniversaries,
So, that's cool. But I'm wondering this. So I wrote down Lake Placid. Like
Hmm.
Lake Placid attempts a similar thing with a crocodile with like special effects, like
Hmm.
like a live action shot, well, live action, a robot crocodile, pretty good characters, similar archetypes, similar story. Is there anything else that does this effectively? Like I mentioned Widow's Bay, which I think is like an Apple Plus show. It's really good. It's a gothic horror show with the similar thing. It's kind of like Parks and Rec, but with
Hmm.
like a curse on an island. It's really
Yeah.
good. There's ghosts and a Michael Myers killer. It's pretty wild.
Which
I've
one is
added
it?
it to my watch list.
Widow's Bay.
So I don't have Apple TV, but I've been hearing so many good things about Widow's Bay that I think you had mentioned Lovecraft too. So I'm like, I am all here for this. I want to watch this. I've heard great things.
Yeah, there's some real crazy swings in that show. But like, is there anything else like that did the because like a lot of these sharks and snakes are very easy to animate cheaply with CGI.
Hmm.
It's just a fucking tube body and a mouth that moves. Like,
Hmm.
that's why
Right.
you Sharknado, you get fucking Sharktopus, five-headed shark attack, six-headed shark attack, Mega Shark versus Megalopolis, like,
Hmm.
Mega Shark
Yeah.
versus Octagon.
Sharks, spiders, dolphins, orcas, they're all
Yeah, so
very.
yeah, like there's a movie called Shark Exorcist, which is actually just a weird pervert who made it, who wanted to shoot girls in bikinis. Like, yeah, there's like a devil shark. Like,
They
it's pretty
missed
bad.
an opportunity. It could have been Sharksercist.
I agree, but like I'm just saying, like it is kind of a meme genre. But are there any great shark movies besides like there's Shark Attack 2, I guess it's all right. All right.
So, like, I don't know that I'd call it a great shark movie, but I had mentioned Dangerous Animals earlier, which I found to be a very enjoyable shark horror movie. It centers around a shark obsessed serial killer that likes to kidnap people, take them out into the ocean, and then feed them to sharks.
That's awesome.
It's very fun. Like there is a lot of high suspense, a lot of drama. He like has the scene where like he cuts her leg so that she's bloody, so when he throws her in the water, the blood will attract the shark. It's definitely worth a watch. I don't know that I would call it the best shark movie, but I wouldn't ever call it a bad shark movie.
I mean, it's Jaws, isn't it? Like, what could possibly dethrone the great Jaws?
Hmm.
Right.
Well, there's Jaws 4. I love that movie. It's probably the best Jaws movie.
Is that the
I
one
have
with
not
Michael
seen that
Caine?
one yet.
Yeah, it's the one with Michael Caine. At
Okay.
the end, the
All
fucking
right.
shark comes out of the water and it roars, and you could see the edge of the tank where they're filming. Like, it's really good. And then like you randomly see that scene from the first movie where Brody's like, "Smile, you son of a bitch," and it's like in black and white, and then the shark just explodes.
Yeah.
So something I think has given me more appreciation for the movie, and I think I might have heard the song before the movie was Ice Nine Kills,
Ice Nine Kills.
Rockin' the Boat.
Rock the
Uh,
boat. That's it. It opens up with them screaming, "Shark!"
I think my wife and I actually have it on our summer playlist because it's like all this fun pop music, and then we've got Rockin' the Boat with the
Fuck,
like.
it's one of the best ones on that album.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I've seen Ice Nine Kills a couple times live now, and I think they've done the like left shark or something, like the full like outfit too. Someone on stage in a shark outfit.
Oh, that's
It's
amazing.
fun.
I need to see
Um,
them. I
Love
need to
that.
see them
I do
so
also
bad.
have to shout out Luca again because the other night he was hosting our local open mic, but he got to be in charge of the music, so his walk up music was the Jaws music, and if people were getting too close on their allotted time, they'd just start playing the music, and he'd be like inching closer and closer to the microphone.
It's Luca. He's gonna get you.
It's summer. You got to capitalize on that.
Yeah, it's so much
That's so funny. I love that.
fun. So
Yeah.
I think we're all aware, though, the irony of again the novelist creating Jaws and then spending the rest of his life trying to undo the damage that this has done to sharks in
Sharks.
general,
Yeah.
which is fascinating. I guess that's kind of like how we get like Shark Week and all that stuff now too. Is uh, yeah, like when you think of like a scary underwater creature, the first thing that comes to mind typically is a shark, specifically a great white shark. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just like fascinating to kind of see that.
It
How
is a
they,
stereotype. Like I think Chomper here is a great white. Like it is just a random shark, generic shark toy. Like it's in the public imagination. I think sharks are kind of cute personally. Like that scene where Hooper is digging around in the shark's belly, and he's pulling out like fish, a can, a license plate.
yeah,
It's cute. It reminds me of my
It's
cats.
just a big dog.
Yeah,
yes,
it reminds me of my cats. They also just eat everything because they're stupid.
yeah. Oh, I again,
Stop eating
if
plastic.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you had Luca here, he would have so many videos to show of like the sand sharks and whatnot. They're just like cuddling up with like a scuba diver. Like it is really the epitome of just like with all nature based horror that like 9 times out of 10, whatever's hunting you doesn't actually want to interact with you at all.
Mm.
They just
Yeah,
want
like
you to be
Jaws
left alone.
is yeah, Jaws is absurd because the shark starts hunting them at the end. Like it starts attacking the
Mhm.
boat, it's chasing them. Like sharks do not do these things. Sharks
Yeah,
are not
very
malicious.
Ahab. Yeah,
Yeah,
An
it's
orca would be more likely to do that.
well, yeah, because they hold vendettas. Like they remember. Like
Mhm.
they are very
Yeah.
intelligent. They're sharks.
Right.
It is very
See, I
Moby
think
Dick
there's a
because
major missed opportunity
go ahead,
because
go
the
ahead, please.
real scary fish would definitely be the deep sea anglerfish. Like, man, if those could come to the surface,
If they were big.
I don't know, man. Have you seen a picture of a deep sea anglerfish?
I have. The one in Finding Nemo is pretty on the nose too. Like that's what they look like. Like they're fucking horrifying. They're like out of Lovecraft.
I could be mistaken though because there was a couple years ago that there was an angler fish that did wind up somehow venturing close to the surface and like died almost
What?
immediately. But like they're
Oh,
like this big. They're tiny.
yeah.
They're tiny. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
but like
That's what I'm saying.
piranhas are also terrifying
Yeah, but they swarm.
and tiny.
They
Yeah.
swarm though. They swarm.
I'm just saying.
They have schools, like-
opportunities for horror writers for future horror
Yeah.
movies.
And
Doesn't
what was
it-
it? The goblin shark has the like full on like xenomorph looking
Mhm.
thing, like the inner
Show
dog
me the
version.
goblin. Bada, bada.
Yeah. Just like whoo.
Dressed
But,
as goblin sharks. Na, 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 na.
No,
Yeah.
if there's a sea creature that's a threat, but also at the same time I want to make sure I'm friends with, so when they take over, I'm not on their bad side. Is the
Right.
cephalopods like
Yeah.
octopi
Yes.
and whatnot?
Well, luckily
Too
they
many
only live, like,
arms to fuck around.
they only live like 3 years, so it's really easy to just get in there. Like, hey man, how's it going? You know what I mean? Like they don't have like a lifetime of experiences. So.
I didn't even
Right.
know that. That makes me a little sad, actually.
It's really sad. Yeah, the only reason they have no culture is because they die so quickly. They can't pass any information down to their babies. So each octopus has to start out. They haven't even entered the Stone Age for that reason, They don't write anything down.
Okay, interesting.
They live like 2 to 3 years. It's so sad. There's a book called The Mountain in the Sea, which is about a 6-foot species of octopus. It's a novel. But basically, they live a little longer and they have a written language. And they start using sharp shells to kill people that come too close, like underwater and stuff. And it's really good because the biologist is trying to like figure out what's doing this. And she finds some of their writing and she deciphers the symbols because she's a cryptologist or something, a cryptographer. And she's leaving messages, and they start leaving messages back that say, go away. But it's really cool how they start using tools, and they are in the Stone Age. That's like the point. It's like, wow, we've met our first alien species, and it's on Earth. And it's an
Right.
octopus, because they're pretty fucking smart. There's one at the local
Right.
Philly Zoo. Well, they probably change them out. But, for years they've had this octopus display, and the octopi that live there get to play with a boat. A little toy boat. It's really cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I was just thinking, bringing back to Jaws, is again looking at the like science of it. I could be mistaken, but most of the method of shark attack is like the whole like dive down and then just like shoot back up.
It's incredible.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Instead of like pulling down the little boy like they did, they just freaking rocket the boy up into the air, just like
That would have been epic.
come back down. That would have been
Just a fountain of evil blood, like everywhere.
just seeing a kid like a ragdoll, like. Ah!
So do you feel like in Moby Dick, there's a part like towards the end where like Ahab is screaming at him, and Moby Dick just rolls over, and that guy they lost on day one is just tied to his belly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you feel like at the end when Bruce is like tearing the boat apart, he's like,
Yeah.
you feel like that's the same kind of thing? Like,
I think it's the goal.
yeah, well, because he gets Quinn, which is like raw. That's raw.
Right.
Like, I hate that scene.
Yeah.
Like, it's great, but it's sad to me. It's like, oh,
See, I
little
don't.
dude who gets eaten by the raptor, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Clever girl.
I was more like, finally. Fucking finally.
I
Yeah,
feel
dude.
like, yeah, I feel a little bad just because, obviously, like the like PTSD of like, yeah, I saw all my buddies die in the Indianapolis incident.
Yeah,
And
that's a chilling story. Yeah.
yeah, that's exactly. And
Eyes like a doll.
I remember listening to a podcast that did talk about that incident, so I'd have to go back and like compare the like details to see how accurate it is. But on the surface, I think it is relatively accurate.
Any inaccuracies are his memory because it happened so long ago. You know.
Okay, I think that would be a decent.
That's how I look at it. Like, I didn't bother looking into it because he's clearly an old man, and this was a traumatic incident, and he might have built it up too, you know, because it was so horrifying. And memories are imperfect at the best of times.
Right.
But yeah, I wonder if Spielberg did like just copy the details. I mean, I was gonna say from a Wikipedia page, but that didn't exist in the 70s. So, yeah.
Nope.
Remember
But he might have found a newspaper article.
Remember books? Remember that?
Nope. I got so many books today.
oh, I have a couple behind me and below here, and yeah.
I have my big stack that I just got today.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I think it might have been
good.
last summer. I made the mistake of like I went into Barnes and Noble and blacked out because like you know they've got those deals when you first walk in, and it was all these different like mythology anthologies that it's like, oh, get this for like buy one get one free or something. Oh, cool. And then I blacked out and I had like 7 or 8 of them, and I'm like, well, these can go in my classroom. Somebody's gonna make use of them, I guess.
Story of
Sounds
my
about
life. This was my best friend works at an academic library, and they were getting rid of excess mythology materials.
Nice.
She was like, "Do you want some books?" And I was like, "I trust you entirely. Pick whatever you think I'll like." I also have a book of, I don't know why I didn't think of this when you said octopus scary, shark scary. I have a book of Caribbean folklore
Oh, there you go.
that I am currently reading through, and they have something in there called, I'm not sure if it's Luska or Luska, but it is a octopus, tentacle on the bottom, shark head on the top creature.
So it's a sharktopus.
Basically, yeah. And it's notorious for living in like the undersea caves, and like its tentacles going up and grabbing swimmers and pulling them down to eat them.
You know, I'm just gonna play the trailer for Sharktopus now, right? Like,
Go for it.
like I'm just gonna.
That's probably where they got the idea for Sharktopus from.
I mean,
Now that I found out that it
I
exists.
think that was Corman's last movie, man. Sad stuff.
Yes. Hey, gotta capitalize on what you got, right?
I guess, or don't got. I don't know. In this good old Corman. You gotta love him. You know what my favorite scene is? It's actually when Hooper goes. Well, it's one of my favorite scenes, but it's when Hooper goes into the cage. As a little kid, I was like, "Oh, this is cool! Like the shark can't get him," and then the shark proceeds to tear through the cage, which can't actually happen. They're not that strong, but it's a great scene. Like he drops his harpoon, and he's like, "Oh, fuck." He's like trying to grab it, and then yeah, Bruce comes for him, and he gets so tangled up and tearing up the cage, that he's able to go hide. But that scene is wild because I've seen that in like shark documentaries. I've seen it like in other movies, and I've always wanted to do that. But like, yeah, that scene sticks with me because it's so scary. So,
Mm-hmm.
Erica, were you just amused by this whole movie?
No, I thought that was also a very impactful scene. There were a couple that really stood out to me. I did think it was largely amusing, but I can also appreciate it for what it was. I thought that was a great scene. I did also really enjoy them drinking on the boat because it was just boys being boys.
Such a good scene.
So good.
Like they all kind of like even Harper Hooper and Quinn like kind of bond over some stuff because Hooper might be like an effete intellectual, right? He might be Spielberg's allotted Jew boy character. That's what I call him. I'm Jewish. I can say these things. There's always like a little Jew, and like Hooper was all hairy and educated, so
I love him.
But like, yeah, he might be that character, but he's out in the water working with fish that bite him and stuff. So he had his own scars, which is really cool. And now no one was able to beat Quinn's fucking harrowing survival, from World War II. But
Well,
yeah,
I was thinking with the Hooper in the cage scene, they don't realize that he's gotten out of the cage yet, but they're like reeling it up, and you can see Quinn's face, and it could be just from the strain, but he looks like he's genuinely concerned, going like, "Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit," and I'm like, this guy that you've hated on this entire voyage, this expedition. So it's like, man, okay, man. Even if they don't necessarily like each other, there is a certain begrudging respect that all three of them, have to have by the end of it.
by the way,
That being said,
yeah.
I swear, Quint was just like dialing up the like obnoxiousness before they got on the boat with like all the like, what faux pas can I do? How many like vaguely misogynistic jokes can I make? And
But Brody's like, "Are you gonna be like this on the boat?" He's like, "It's my boat, Chief. It's my charter."
Yeah.
He's like, "Listen, you want my boat? We do things my way." But he's just being a total asshole the whole time. Yeah.
It's like Mrs. Brody is watching and all go like, "Oh God, I'm trusting my husband in the hands of this guy."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Definitely not the old man in the sea, Quinn. He is definitely not that character. He is. Would you call so Moby Dick is classified as a gothic, broadly.
Mm-hmm.
Would you classify Jaws as a gothic?
I think it's too pop culture-y for being a goth. I think it has gothic tones.
Yeah, the boat is not so like it's funny because like the Pequod is like an old mansion. It is a place of horror, and you have your gothic hero in Ahab, he's like a Count Dracula. He's so nuts, and full of like
Mm-hmm.
hate. Yeah, I don't think Quinn is the same kind of character. I would have to agree.
He's not as bad. He's like Ahab light.
If we're making a comparison, I'd almost, and I don't think I can claim credit for this, but I'd say it's almost more like a slasher than it is a gothic.
Oh, yeah,
Because
yeah, I agree.
yeah,
Yeah.
His body
and
count.
if we're making that comparison, then like Quint is kind of like the Dr. Loomis of,
Yeah, yeah, sure.
but
I buy that. That's a good reading.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's quaint how this movie was like one of the many movies that people said this is the death of cinema. Like because it was so like bloody and like stupid. You watch
Edgy.
it now and it's like a revelation and a breath of fresh air because of how bad things are.
Hmm.
Like did you guys see the remake of well, it wasn't even a remake. It was like a weird half-ass sequel of The Thing.
Oh.
Hmm.
Not the worst movie, funnily enough, but the effects are terrible, man. They're fucking awful.
It's like they lean so much into the CGI that it makes it,
I don't believe it.
yeah.
Decent script, but like, oh my
Only
god.
gonna get worse with AI now.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Haven't you heard? We're gonna have Grok AI rewrite the Odyssey to make it historically
God.
accurate and less woke.
How can something that is fiction be historically accurate?
I kind
That
of want to
was
start
Elon
like
Musk.
I kind of want to start a podcast called "I Hate Elon Musk," where we just talk about the weird shit he does. Like,
Please, let me just clown on that man.
well, I heard there's one called "I Hate Bill Maher," and I'm like, oh god, it's a whole podcast just talking about what a shitheel Bill Maher is. Like,
Well, so
Built
this
like
is
a
where we
fucking
get to enjoy
badass.
Jaws and Jurassic Park, because if in real life we can't see bad things happen to the 1%, at least we can watch it in film over and
Right?
over
And we
and
can
over.
read it in books.
yeah,
Or, yes, this is true.
this is true. This is true. If you have not read Jurassic Park, we were talking about Spielberg, so it's relevant. Go read it. It's incredible. It's one of the greatest sci-fi books of all time. It's very different from the movie. I am still beside myself that they have not done like a prestige TV version of the novel. That would be incredible. Like if AMC did it or something. Like, can you imagine?
It'll be fascinating to see it, like, because the book for Jurassic Park was definitely more, like, straight up horror. Like,
yeah.
especially those opening scenes with the raptor,
Oh.
and then I think it might have been the Lost World that had the thing with the compies and the baby's crib or something like that. Like
That was
is
that was the second book. Yeah, that's how it
yeah,
opens.
that is straight up horrifying, and you get like a little bit of that in those movies, but like
Ellie Sadler kills the villain. She shoves him out from under the car because the T-Rex is sniffing around. She's like, pushes him out
Right.
so
Yeah.
she won't get eaten. Like, that's a great. Those books are also, they're about several things. They're about genetic engineering. They're about chaos theory, but they're also, and I'm gonna sound like such a fucking pretentious tool saying this, about human nature. They just are.
yeah,
They're about greed. They're about revenge. They're about
Mhm.
fascination. Like when Grant first gets there, he's not like, wow, look at the Brachiosaurus. He grabs the baby raptor and pries its mouth open and looks down its gizzard. He's like, it's a living dinosaur. Holy shit. Oh my fucking god, fucking dinosaurs. Okay, let's count the teeth. Oh my god. Okay. Oh yeah, this theory was right. Like he's just like, and like, they have to take the raptor away. Like, hey man, it's a living thing. Leave it alone. Like,
I mean,
Mm.
if he could have, Hooper would also have been doing that same thing in the water, just like, come here, boy, come on.
that's the crazy
It's
thing.
Henry.
I feel like if the movie was made nowadays, Hooper would be like, Guy, seriously, we can't kill the shark. We gotta lure it out to the ocean. Guy, seriously, we're not gonna kill the shark. It's endangered. Like, he's like straight up like, yeah, there's only two ways. We kill it or we close the beach and he goes away. Like, he's very practical. And I like that too, because like, you have a man-eater, you know? Like, now's not the time for your environmentalist message to be in the movie. Right? You know. It's a great movie. It's a classic. It's one of Spielberg's greatest movies. And in a career of highs, it is maybe the best one. I think Jurassic Park is a better movie. E.T. is incredible too. It's hard. It's hard with a guy like Spielberg, who's just such an auteur. He's worked for so long. And yeah, he's fallen off lately, but I mean, the guy's in his 70s, right? I mean, come on.
Right.
Yeah.
How
Not
long
everyone's
can it
George
be?
Miller. Not everyone's George Miller. You know?
Mm.
He could just come back and make like one of the greatest movies of his career, like at 70. So, you know,
Or older.
we're older. So, all right. Anything else to say about Jaws, or anything else related to the topic?
No,
think-
I think I'm just curious to see,
Yeah.
what the legacy continues,
So,
and kind of like on a semi-serious note that like that we could still continue making films in this genre while at the same time understanding where the fact and the fiction separates, and like doing our best to protect the sharks and whatnot, because like we've stated, like they're just living their lives, and 9 times out of 10 like they're not like hunting you, and there's so
Shark?
many stories of like a shark that's like it took a bite of you and just went "Phew."
sharks
like-
predate the plesiosaurs. They predate the plesiosaurs. They predate the age of the dinosaurs. They survived Chicxulub. They've been here for hundreds of millions of years. And what? They're gonna die out to us? They might. That's crazy.
I think Luca had made a comment the other day that it's like, yeah, they don't even like the taste of humans. So, and then, they hunt them down and kill the shark. So can you imagine, like,
Yeah.
you tried to go take a bite for a meal and you had, like, bad Taco Bell and then you were killed for it?
Yeah, can you believe though that like they survived the Chronosaurs and the Mosasaurs and all those giant fucking Godzillas that lived back then? And yeah, good point. They don't even like eating humans, but like, they take a bite and they're like, "Oh, fuck this," and sad. So my theory of this movie's legacy, and Jurassic Park has been raped to death. I mean, I think Spielberg lost control of that a long time ago. But like, when he dies, you're going to see a gold rush. You might not see remakes. Like I was like, they'll remake E.T. or something, but like, you'll see another Jaws movie because like I think his legacy and his personality and his wants, the only thing keeping people from remaking it. And much like Watchmen, where no one wanted to touch it until DC started opening up the purse, I think people will be excited to do that, I mean,
Yeah.
We're at a point with Jurassic Park where, like, Jurassic Park 3 is pretty damn good now. Like, I kind of like it after the horrible schlock I've seen, and, like, it's like, oh, wow, real practical effects? Sam Neill? Don't mind
Real practical effects.
Oh my gosh.
What are those?
Oh my god, it's a real Spinosaurus eye looking in the plane, like, They got a real Velociraptor for that embarrassing scene where Grant falls asleep and the raptor goes, Alan!
We have enough animatronics at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, well, on that note, go watch Jaws. We love it. I mean, if you're listening to this, like, and you're watching on YouTube, I don't know, what's your favorite terrible shark movie, if any? Do you love Jaws 4? Oh, before we go, I have to quote Michael Caine. He was asked, as a distinguished actor who's been in many incredible award-winning movies, he was asked, oh yeah, by the way, weren't you in like Jaws 4? And he goes, oh yes, Jaws 4, yes, The Revenge. And the interviewer goes, have you seen it? He's like, no, I have not seen it. I have heard it is dreadful. However, I have seen the house it built, and it is fantastic and wonderful. So
that is a good take. You know what I just realized? A movie we didn't bring up was the one we talked about the other day was the Black Demon or whatever it was.
Oh, that's right. I've seen that. Yeah, talk
the
about
magic shark, the magic evil shark.
It's like a curse.
The oil rig or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please watch that movie as well. Watching it right after Jaws.
I think it's on Prime or Tubi or something.
It's on Tubi. It's where we saw it. Everything's on Tubi.
Yeah.
You know what isn't on Tubi? You know what isn't on any streaming service? Jurassic Park 1, Jurassic Park 2, Jurassic Park 3. Fuck you people.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I have
Peacock or whoever owns the rights. You guys suck, and I hate you. And I hope you step on attack. Sam Neill just died. All right, it's very
exactly. Can we have like at least put it up for streaming for like a month?
Ooh, he's in Jurassic World Dominion. You want to watch that? Ooh. Anyway, yeah, that's the Demon Toast podcast. Like and subscribe, or I'll eat your soul. You fucking watch this whole thing and don't like and subscribe, man. You fucking suck. Nah, we love you. We love you. Yeah. Mike, you want to do your pluggies?
Sure. You can catch me on my on my own podcast called Mike's Millennial Falcon. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or whatever you call it.
It's everywhere.
Yeah. We actually just released an episode interviewing our local poetry team, and yeah, I'm trying to remember. We have a lot of fun. We did a Jaws episode last year with Luca, and you can hear all of his unhinged wonderfulness about Quint and Hooper.
I'm gonna listen to it. It's Quint.
Yes.
I have to hear that. I'm so mad he's not here. He's so wacky.
Yeah.
By the way, do buy Mike's book, The Porch Light. I love this book. I was reading it recently. It's why I was looking for it. I didn't know where it was. Like, it's fucking great. Like, it's an incredible book about like growing up, living as like a cis man, and just feeling. It's really, really good. It's existential. It's beautiful. And if you don't read it, you're missing out. Seriously.
Thank you for the plug. So, yeah, you can find that. You can find that somewhere.
It's on Amazon. The Porch Light by Mike Linehan. Fucking link below. What am I saying?
I was just gonna say all the links are always below.
Yeah, I always put them right below. Marissa, you want to do your pluggies, or Ericka, you want to go next?
Sure.
I don't care who goes next.
Me? Okay.
Go ahead.
I do a lot of things. I am a co-founder for the Horror Art Film Society, and we just released issue 2 of our Goblin Crypt magazine. We are currently accepting submissions for issue number 3.
Mm-hmm.
You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Facebook if you want to see what we're taking submissions on right now. And then personally, I do creepy horror and fantasy photography. I accept commissions. I do book cover stuff. I do custom art. I also do photo shoots if somebody wants to do a photo shoot. And I write, which you can find all of my writing on my Substack, which is linked in my Instagram account, which I'm sure Dan will probably put my Instagram below. All of my links for all of my things are attached to my Instagram. So if you check out my Instagram, you can see all my cool stuff. My writing is mostly folklore, fantasy, etc. based. There's a lot of women love women, a little bit of gore and violence, some sexual predator revenge in my Substack if you're into that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I have gotten some heated messages from men that I get to talk about on my Instagram soon. That was really exciting.
Oh my God.
But yeah, check that out if you think that might be interesting.
Marissa's writing is really good. She's in my workshop, and like the stuff she writes is so sexy and brutal and mythologically rich and dense.
My angry man messages were on Devil's Errand. They did not like what I did to our lead character at the end.
He was a rapist. All right, like, all right, not all men. All right. God damn it. Yeah, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, Goblin Crypt is our sister magazine. You know, it is founded by Adrian Amiro, who is also a co-host on this podcast. She could not be here due to some nourishkeit, you know, as always. Also, she's fighting vampires, so, you know. But yeah, do check that out. The first 2 issues are really good. We edited them, and there's art, there's culture, there's poetry
There's
based
some
on
great poetry.
Frankenstein, based the Del Toro Frankenstein, based on the Ugly Stepsister fairy tale horror. Like, there's a lot of incredible art there. So do check that out. It's badass. And finally, Ericka, what you got going on, sis?
I write occasionally for other people, mostly for myself. You can find my poetry over on Monstrum Exemplum on Instagram. I also post my cats sometimes, the fat one you keep seeing on my lap especially. You can also find them on Instagram at Double Chunk Oreos. That's all I've got going on really. I'm working on some personal stuff for a larger collection of poetry, and a good chunk of that is being posted on Instagram as it's getting written.
So exciting. I'm so glad to hear that. Cool.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
Luca
Yeah.
was very inspiring during Poetry Month, so that kickstarted a lot of writing.
Cool. And of course, I am King Loki. That's Old Norse for Daniel Sokolov, the name under which I publish my work. Yeah, you can find my books of poetry and my Demonland novels over on demonlandbooks.com. Just check out Death Wish Poetry Magazine and more episodes of this podcast though, because that makes me happy. And also, we have some incredible, fucking wonderful writers we've published. Everyone here has been published in there, actually. You know, they are on this podcast because they are talented and fucking great. So it's no surprise that I was like, oh, gotta publish this. Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. As always, times are hard out there. It's stressful and upsetting. Do what you can. Write poetry, make art, love your demons, and remember, community is everything. And well, we do love you very much. So, Ave Satanas.